Thank you for allowing me to use my principal voice. I really appreciate it. It feels just like a cafeteria. Good morning. My name is Roy Seitzinger. I'm the superintendent of schools here in Westerly, and I welcome you to Westerly for Westerly Public Schools, but also for the town. Governor Raimondo, members of the General Assembly, Town Council, School Committee, members of the Royce Foundation, honored guests. Good morning and welcome, as I said. We are so happy and so thankful to have Governor Raimondo here, who inspired and helped us focus and create this event to celebrate Job Skills Training Center, our Job Skills Training Center in Westerly. I'd like to thank the planners of this partnership for including the regional superintendents in Connecticut and in Rhode Island in the initial parts of the planning and discussion. We deeply appreciate the thoughtfulness of including us. The governor has encouraged this unique partnership between Electric Boat, CCRI, local philanthropy, Westerly Public Schools, the town of Westerly, and the state by asking us actually to do one simple thing, simply stated, to move with purpose, to move with urgency, to move in the name of our students and our citizens. In a few short months, that is exactly what this partnership has done. This exceptional partnership will provide training and skills development in several areas of advanced industry jobs. It will provide an opportunity for our students, our underemployed, our veterans. We foresee this project in having a tremendously positive impact on the entire region. As the governor has recently coined, this training center will develop skills that matter and jobs that pay. We are proud, as Westerly Public Schools and as Westerly, to be a small part of this tremendous effort. And we welcome you, Governor, here at our train station and in Westerly. Please come.
You're doing a terrific job down here. I do not have a principal's voice, so I've never been a principal, so bear with me here. And I love it. Skills that matter, jobs that pay. That's where we're taking Rhode Island. Right now, 70% of good jobs in Rhode Island require a post-secondary degree. 40% of Rhode Islanders have that. So we have a lot of work to do to make Rhode Island a place of opportunity for everybody. And we have employers like Electric Boat who tell me every day, Governor, we're adding jobs. We want to add jobs in Rhode Island. We need that talent pipeline. So that's what today is about. Now, today I mainly have to say thank you. I will tell you, the other night I gave my State of the State, and I began by pointing out that, in America today there's a lot of divisiveness, a lot of politicians shouting past each other, and a lot of things not getting done. Today is a shining example of what can happen when people stop shouting and get around the table and commit themselves to progress. And let me tell you how many people and organizations and constituencies had to come together to make this a reality. First, we have Senator Algier and Representative Azzanaro, who do an unbelievable job representing Westerly and who have been leaders in this effort from day one, and all of the municipal officials that are here today who support their work. Then we have the private sector, primarily led by an unbelievably generous, visionary, compassionate and hugely successful business person, Chuck Royce, who's with us today. It is a fact that we would not be here without you, Chuck, and your family who are with you today. This wouldn't be here. Chuck came to visit me in the State House practically the day after I was elected, and said, Gina, make this happen. And I say, yes, sir. And here we are today. Thank you. Thank you to your family for believing in Westerly, for believing in Rhode Island, and for kicking this whole thing off. Also to Washington Trust and Joe Maccarell and to the other businesses, the business community, when we call, you step up. And we have amazing businesses in Rhode Island who care deeply about the future here. So thank you. And, of course, to Electric Boat, thank you. You know what? Thank you. We truly wouldn't be here. You know, when I campaigned for governor, I said the way forward is that we need to get the business community and bring them to the table. And you, Electric Boat, you need to tell us what you need. And then Dr. Megan Hughes, the new president of CCRI, is going to work with her team to deliver for you. And that's what's happening here, so people understand that. You know, Electric Boat has a business need, and thank God they do, because they're going to create over 1,000 jobs in the next few years, good-paying, high-paying jobs. And they're going to come to the table and help us design the curriculum so that we teach the students the right skills so then they can go off and get those jobs. That's what's happening here. That's what needs to happen all around this country, and Rhode Island is a leader, and that's why I'm so proud to be here and to be your governor. When business steps up and says, this is the curriculum we need, and if you teach these young people, or all people, if you teach them these skills, we'll hire them. And by the way, that is the 18-year-old who's just starting out, or the 55-year-old who lost his job a year ago and needs to get retooled in his skills so he can go off and get a job and go home at night a little more securely after a hard day's work. That's what this is about. This is about, you know, turning CCRI into a workforce development engine for everybody, the person just starting out or the person who needs to be retooled. And that's what this is about. And then great thanks to Janet Coit, who runs DEM. Also, the state is doing its part here. I was very proud to submit my budget the other night, which includes several $million of funding from the state to this project, and also Director Coit, working through the Brownfields program, has made money available to this. So I thank you. Thank you to all of you who have made this a reality. And it is a reality. This is where the rubber meets the road, people. This is where we are. You know, a lot of people talk about workforce development and skills that matter. This is what we mean by that. These are real Rhode Islanders who are going to be given a chance to take care of their families and have good jobs for many years to come because you guys stepped up, you opened your wallet, you opened your company's wallet, you collaborated from the town, you collaborated from the state to say, we're going to get it done. We're not talking about it, we're doing it. So you have my full support. It's a great day for Rhode Island, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Governor. And it's a pleasure working with Gina Raimondo. I've worked with her for a few years. She's full of energy, and she has a vision for our state and our communities. And it's a pleasure working with you over the past few years, and welcome to Westerly, you and your staff. What we have here today is a fine example of collaboration between private and public sectors in our society, in our communities. There's so many people who have come to the plate: Chuck Royce, Sam Mazzanaro, Tom Liguori, DEM, the governor. The governor has made this a priority. And if you've heard the governor, not only her state of the state, but many speeches she has given before, not only legislative bodies, but before businesses, she's made job force development, job creation, economic competitiveness a priority in her administration. And today, this building and the proposal that we have is the result of the collaboration between the public and private sector, and I'm happy to be part of both. And I want to thank the visionary Chuck Royce for coming up to the plate, and I think we owe him a big round of applause, to you and your family. Sam Mazzanaro, working with the Royce family and the state. Private partners, such as the local community banks and other companies in Westerly, the school department, our Board of Education, our town council, our town manager, so many. We can go on and on and on, but it's an example of the collaboration that we need in the state. And the governor has made that a priority. And I just wanted to say I'm proud to be part of that collaborative effort, Governor. And if we continue on this path, we'll be successful in the state, we'll be successful in our community. So hats off to everyone involved. The hard work is paying off. We have a lot more to do, but I know we'll be back here in a few months breaking ground, and after that, cutting a ribbon to a beautiful building so students in our communities can get a good technical education. Not everyone's cut out for 4 years of school. A good technical education and working for a fine corporate citizen like Electric Boat. Electric Boat has put a lot into this. We owe a great deal of gratitude to Electric Boat, what you do to our region. So thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm not a person of too many words, but this morning I am very excited. I want to welcome all of the dignitaries, especially the people from the northern part of the state of Rhode Island that made the long trip down here to Westerly. This is a great day for Westerly and Rhode Island's future. I have to tell you this story real quickly. Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. April 18th, 2014, my wife and I were at the Ocean House having dinner, celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary. I saw Chuck Royce come in with his family, and he walked around to different tables. We introduced ourselves. He sat down. We had a nice conversation, and out of the clear blue sky, he says, "We need a community college in downtown Westerly." And I said, where in the world would we put a community college in downtown Westerly? But the wheels started spinning. And I said to him at the time, I'll call Ray DiPasquale. I have his phone number in my cell, and I'll set a meeting up. I did. And I called Speaker Mattiello, and I said, Speaker, something here could be very good for the state of Rhode Island. The following 2 weeks later, with Tom Liguori, setting things up with Chuck Royce and Dave King, we have breakfast at the Ocean House. Nick Mattiello says, this is a great idea. We need an anchor for the building. Light bulbs went on. My cousin John Azzanaro is retired from Electric Boat, but he's very friendly. Very friendly with John Casey. So John gets in touch with John Casey, and the wheels start to go. Another meeting at the Cook Goose. Another meeting here. Finally, we always, us Italians, we have to talk over dinner or breakfast. Anyway, that's how Electric Boat comes into the picture. This CCRI Jobs Skill Training Center will help prepare residents for good-paying jobs at great companies like Electric Boat in Quonset and in Groton. This will also bring the strong sense of vibrancy to our downtown revitalization efforts. We need to celebrate this innovative public-private partnership. People in town have said to me, we can't wait to have this open. And I agree with them because it is really something special. I'd like to thank the following people. Speaker Mattiello and his staff, who made the commitment to support from the state. Governor Raimondo and her staff that has supported this. Senate Minority Leader Dennis Algier, who I work with closely every day. Attorney Tom Liguori and his staff at Cerenzia and Associate. John Azzanaro, John Casey, President Jeff Geiger, and all the staff from Quonset and Electric Boat. Ray DiPasquale, who was initially at there at the start. And now I hope, Megan, we can work very graciously with you and help. Thank you for all your help. Jim Purcell, Rhode Island Commissioner of Higher Education, and his staff. Janet Coit, DEM Director, thank you. The Westerly Town Council. I would also like to thank the following for their generous contributions: the Washington Trust Company, the Westerly Community Credit Union, the Roberts Foundation, Demio Construction, Delta Mechanical, LLC. Thank you. I hope I didn't forget anybody. If I did, I am sorry. You all have worked so hard for this day to be possible, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. Thank you, Governor Raimondo, for your continued leadership in helping people build the skills they need to be successful and making the connection always between the health of our environment and the health and vitality of our economy. I want to also recognize the Minority Leader, Senator Algier, Representative Azanero, who I'd like to get more involved in promoting the local food movement, and Director Scott Jensen, who's been just the driving force between workforce development and building skills and connecting people with jobs. Dr. Megan Hughes, other officials from Westerly, thank you for including me. This is your day. I'm very excited to be part of this project to complete the Westerly Higher Education and Job Skills Center. This will score a triple play. It will spur economic growth, it will put people back to work in the short term and in the long term, and it will clean up a vacant, contaminated site, which has tremendous benefit for the town and for the environment. What is DEM's connection? DEM has provided a $712,000 grant for brownfields remediation. This will be used to remove contaminated soil, install important stormwater controls, and ready the site for redevelopment. When this work is completed, the stage is set to transform this former rail yard into a new state-of-the-art training center. This project is a stellar example of what our Brownfields program is about. It's about cleaning up and redeveloping former industrial sites. We estimate there are 12,000 of these sites across Rhode Island. And what could be better than putting them back to use? This both helps provide development in important areas, and it helps protect green open space and habitat by having development in appropriate places where we have infrastructure. This is just one of 14 projects that were recently funded with a new Brownfields grant program that was part of the last Healthy Communities Bond. I want to recognize Terry Gray, Associate Director for Environmental Protection, Matt DiStefano, and Gary Jablonski from our Waste Management Program. They're the ones who put this program to develop, very quickly reviewed many, many grant applications and selected the best projects, and among them is this project today. Fortunately, Governor Raimondo included in her budget additional funding for this Brownfields grant program because the initial grant round was already oversubscribed. We think there's no better use of public funds than to clean up sites so they can be redeveloped and provide jobs and healthy communities for Rhode Islanders. I wanted to just let you know that it is a program where we're tremendously proud of. We've helped clean up 770 sites so far at DEM, more than 5,500 acres, and with Governor Raimondo's leadership, we're just getting started. So congratulations to all. You've heard it said that when all is said and done, a lot more is said than done. Well, not with this administration. So congratulations to all. It is my great honor to introduce the next speaker, philanthropist and civic leader, Chuck Royce.
We're so thrilled to be here and have this actually happen. Honestly, from the original idea, with meeting with Ray, it seemed like just an idea. I have lots of ideas. Most of them don't happen. But this did. And it comes around because of cooperation. We've all talked about that. But I want to acknowledge a couple other people. My son-in-law, Dan King, who my wife and I hide out in Greenwich a lot, and Dan does all the work on the field with Tom Liguori, who is the other strong leader here. Our motivation was not just CCRI, not just a community college, which we love. It was actually to help enhance downtown Westerly. We're thrilled to be part of this community, and we are thrilled to have downtowns come back, and we can see the various things happening, and hopefully we'll be opening the United Theater in a few years. The Nick will reopen. The Y has been the strongest institution down here, which is fantastic, and we have a few other ideas. Anyway, thank you all, and I need to thank my wife. She did the most amazing thing today. She drove up by herself to be here, and I want to give her thanks for that. Anyway, thank you all, and this is a great day. And Gina, thank you so much. I remember meeting Gina 6-7 years ago when she was running for treasurer, and that was a wonderful moment. Fell in love and remain in love. Thank you.
So I don't know where is this? Representative Azanaro is, but I'm not Italian. I am Irish, and I've learned one thing from you already. I need to get down to Westerly to eat. So you can help me with that. Thank you for having me. As I was making the trip down this morning from Providence, 3 things came to mind. First is, on behalf of thousands of CCRI students, I'm here to accept an offer. The offer that takes physical form today with this kickoff celebration. And the offer you are presenting to our students is simply this: the opportunity to learn, to acquire skills that will position our students for ongoing educational success and quality jobs. Second reason I'm here is to say thank you. Thank you so much to the Royce family and to Electric Boat. Thank you for believing our students, my students, deserve this opportunity and for investing in their potential. And 3, I want to leave you all with this simple truth. In order to teach our students, we need excellent teachers. And that is what CCRI will deliver. Today marks my 4th day as CCRI's new president. And here's what I know already. Our staff and faculty are passionately committed to our students and to working to move our college forward with only one thing in mind. We are headed straight toward becoming the best community college in New England. Thank you for believing in us.
Good morning. I'm Maura Dunn, and it's my privilege to be here representing the 14,100 men and women of General Dynamics Electric Boat, many of whom proudly call Westerly home. We are proud to play an innovative part in this effort to shape Rhode Island's future manufacturing workforce. The Westerly Job Skills Center actually embodies exactly the types of partnerships that we told our customer, the United States Navy, we would work diligently to create that would ensure our area, and Electric Boat in particular, have the workforce required to build the Virginia-class submarines that we're currently doing, the coming Ohio replacement program, and the Virginia payload modules, which is a major insertion. These projects frankly would not be able to get built without the efforts of this entire Raimondo administration and the generosity of Mr. Royce and the Royce Family Foundation. Since its founding about 117 years ago, Electric Boat has been a learning organization. Our involvement in today's initiative reflects the importance we continue to place on training, education, and development. In a tangible way, it enables Electric Boat to continue to invest in the future of our company while significantly increasing the career potential of participants and contributing to the growth of Rhode Island. We're excited about the program and the promise it holds for everyone involved. Just this week in Washington, D.C., I was able to tell the stories of so many of the people that have already been touched by the innovative partnerships we're already developing with Rhode Island. Programs like the SAMI program and this piece of the puzzle, which helps us support both our Groton, Connecticut and Quonset Point, Rhode Island facilities, is just another piece of what we have to continue to do to make sure Rhode Islanders get well-paying jobs that we're fortunate to offer. We're happy to be here to celebrate today's milestone, and we look forward to its opening and the futures that will begin in the new center. And with that, I'd like to introduce Joe Broder, a Westerly High School student.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to first begin by thanking Principal Grimes, Superintendent Seitzinger, Westerly Public School System, and Governor Raimondo for inviting me here this morning to share a few brief thoughts on this project of Rhode Island higher education. As Dr. Seitzinger said, my name is Joe Broder, and I am currently a senior at Westerly High School, quickly approaching graduation. I can't say I know of any age group to whom this proposition is more pertinent to those like myself preparing to leave the nest, as my civics teacher would say. Growing up, I always saw my father as a jack of all trades: plumber, electrician, carpenter, mechanic, engineer, mathematician, rewiring a smoke alarm here, renovating a bedroom there, and the list really goes on. I was certainly raised in a STEM household, to say the least. If you ever found yourself in need of a handyman, Pete Broder was your man. And I greatly admire him for that, for the tactical skills he exercises each and every day to make not only a living, but a life for his family. He himself worked at General Dynamics Electric Boat in Groton for 6 years, from 1983 to 1989, with a focus on the application of robotics to submarine construction. He now works at the Naval Undersea Warfare Center in Newport, developing sonar technology for marine vessels. I'm proud to say that this state gave him that first footing to establish himself in his career and contribute to our society in a real, concrete way. In my own time at Westerly High School, I've tried my hand at a few applications within this truly extensive field, including computer-aided drafting and design, or CAD, and at present, engineering design. Many individuals allege that the people of this generation cling too tightly to their electronics and shirk at the very idea of a hands-on trade, but I would argue on the contrary. Every semester since I first entered WHS, the technology and construction classrooms have been among the busiest and the most productive, every period teeming with a host of students cycling the design process, researching the problem, brainstorming solutions, developing products, building prototypes, and testing their designs. It is these classes, construction, home repair, manufacturing, transportation technology, that draw so many students in. I think Governor Raimondo was spot on in the Providence Journal when she said partnerships like this aimed at tackling the skills gap that many businesses in our state face and putting Rhode Islanders back to work is what will help spark our economic comeback. By making this Job Skills Training Center available to local students, EB, Westerly Public Schools, Community College of Rhode Island, local philanthropy, and all parties involved in the planning of this project are helping to bridge that gap between our education system and the workforce, to confer the tools of real, hands-on, self-driven success to students like myself. It is opportunities like this that sustain our workers, our families, our town, state, and country. Rhode Island has so much to offer. Rhode Island is an open door to a vast spectrum of opportunities and a leader in higher education. Thanks to those who have invested their time, their energy, and their leadership in making this facility a reality for our community. And with that, I'd like to just thank everyone for coming this morning, for showing your support for this project, and I hope you all enjoy your day. Thank you.